Hey there. This is storytelling with your boy Kimi here. I got this new Tom and Jerry shirt. It's pretty colorful. I want it to be, colorful day at the work in the office. This is my office. I'm not gonna show you all of it, but yeah, normally I do it in my house in my living room with a dining table way, but now I'm in my office. Switch it up But if y'all missed last Monday's video, I didn't do the storytelling. I did the lightning challenge with my homie West. Shout out to West. It was fun. I'm gonna try to get it with a group of like a full four, three plus myself before. So that's the goal. Do it together and see how that is. So make sure you guys stay tuned for that. Now, on this episode of storytelling, I'm going to talk about a little bit about my backstory and some of the stuff I went through growing up. Normally the last couple episodes I shared with me going to my strip club for my birthday, and I shared something else I don't remember. I shared a lot of this. Is a lot been going on. My brain sometimes just kind of just fades, but enough rambling. Today I'm going to share with you guys the story of me and how bad I've been bullied growing up until high school. I was bullied from kindergarten all the way to 8th grade. So all through elementary school, all through middle school. High school, I said that should not happen again. So, backstory, I used to have large like tatas for me. Guys, when you big, you kind of got like you get man breasts, right? I had a bad case of those growing up. It just I was told from doctors that they wouldn't deform unless I had got a surgery done. I'll show you guys the scars. Maybe one day soon I'll share with you guys the scars, but yeah, so I had got that done in high school. So like late 10th grade, I didn't have them. My chest was sore for the rest of the school years, like 11th grade, 12th grade. 12th grade, I was kind of used to it. But I know like late 10th grade, early 11th grade, it was like really tender. And I see what athletes go through when they got to get surgeries. It's hard to come back from that. So all athletes who had to get a major surgery done and had to recover and get back in shape, I salute y'all. That shit ain't easy. That shit is hard. I remember I had got surgery and I had went to the court, the basketball court, the playground right down from my house, back in my old house. I swear I only ran for like 2 minutes, and then I'm just, I said, damn, I felt like I was going to pass. I couldn't breathe. Like, my body was so out of shape. So it took for me to eat right, well, kind of eat right. My eating habits is terrible, but just to get my stamina back and stuff like that. So, all right, so now let's talk about my stuff. So I used to have man chests. I got made fun of those a lot growing up back in the day with my man chest. Some people used to call me I thought I was a female as a guy. That's how bad my man chest was. Like, it was bad. Like I had like, if I had to guess a girl size, I probably was like maybe a D cup. I'm not even lying. My man chest was bad. So I'm glad I got the surgery done and all that stuff. But I remember there's one situation that popped in my head the most was what I had got I got assaulted in the bathroom, and I think that was like second grade or first grade. No, it was first grade, because back in the day, my mom and dad used to make me big lunches, and I used to share my lunches to the girls, cause a little crush on girls, trying to spit game. Even though I had no fucking game back then. Like, I think I could use like I had some Doritos, some cookies, candy. I gave them whatever you want. I was like, candy man. Like, listen. Let me get like a hi, hello. You give me a Valentine's Day card. I slide you some Jolly Ranchers, some sweetest fish. I was there. I was meal some Oreos, but it was these jackasses, and they used to always take my lunch from me growing up. And I had went to the bathroom one time. I don't know why I left my lunch out in the open at one time. Like, I left my lunch in the table, and I went to the bathroom. That's a lesson. You never leave shit where there's a lot of people around. You don't do that. It's stupid. So I went to the bathroom, and this guy came in here, we're talking about you think you the shit because you giving females and you giving bitches lunches, give me your lunch, it's gonna be a fucking problem. So I looked at him like, man, you don't get the fuck out of my face. Like, what you talking about? Who you talking to? So we going back and forth in the grass. So then he had to, like, how guys younger, they push you like, hey, you big titty bitch, like push me, do that shit. I'm like, all right. So that's when I had gripped him up, threw him against the fucking wall, and I'm just kind of just doing like shaking him, and I threw a little punches, but I was just kind of like throwing him against the wall. That's when his mans came in, and they must have heard the commotion. That's when right in the back of my neck, that kind of hurt, right in the back of my neck, like punched me on some wrestling. You know how wrestlings were like the face and the heel fracture, they jumped his face, so it was kind of like that. They hit me in the back of my neck, I fell, and they just started 8-town stomping the shit out of me, like Stone Cold stomping the mall on me. And back then I had a white shirt, a white school shirt, it had all footprints and all kinds of shit on it, right? So I was mad and I was sore, but all I could do when it was like fucking 3-on-1, I just balled up. That's all I could do. I just balled up. Like I'm not gonna sit there and try to fake, 'cause, getting punched everywhere and kicked everywhere. So I balled up, and that lasted for about. It felt like forever. I don't know how long it lasted for. I don't even think it lasted that long. I just know they had ran out. Like somebody came, like an NTA came in, there was security guard or whatever came in. I got up or whatever. Mad as hell, emotional, I'm crying. I'm doing that shit. So then I look for my lunch and my lunch is gone. Like the whole box. No. The box was there, but the food I had in there was gone. So someone had, I guess you can say I got robbed. I guess you can say that. That wasn't a good feeling. There was an middle school. I used to get tormented all the time too. And that's middle school was very, I'm not really too proud of myself in middle school years. Middle school year, I was with the wrong crowd. I just always wanted to fit in. I used to get people used to torture me because I was the biggest guy in the class and I had the man tits in my use, so everybody used to make fun of me too, girls included. And I remember I got smacked a lot in middle school, to get punched, called a bunch of fat fuckers, and and all this other stuff. Like, what girl would want to be with you? You ain't shit. You got man tits. It was like my bullying experience was pretty eventful. And honestly, that kind of goes back to me with my anger now. Well, because I have anger issues now. I'm not gonna lie to you. My anger issue is pretty bad. So, like my patience, somebody talk crazy to me now. It could be over something stupid like driving. Somebody know how to drive, honking the horn. He'll say something crazy. She'll say something crazy. My first response from when I went through that, pull the fuck over. I'm not with all that rapping shit. So it got to the point to where, they used to have. I know elementary school they used to have the rubber bands, and you fold the paper and you do it like that, like a slingshot. I used to get hit with a slingshot all the time in my head, my eye, my neck, my chest. Like it used to sting because they used to make the paper thick as shit, and then it just be like bang, bang, bang. Just kept doing that. I went through that. There was this one situation too that was very weird. I don't know I should say that. No, I'm gonna say it. Fuck it. There was this one situation too where I was in the bathroom in middle school, and I was in the bathroom and these guys came in there. Every time you know I was in the bath, like, if you was taking a shit in the bathroom, they used to make fun of you. Oh, so-and-so in there taking a shit. Like on Friday, I was peeing, kids maybe. And I remember it was these two guys, and they just, I think this guy, he might have been, he might have wanted me on the sexual way because when I was peeing, I couldn't, so I know I control my bladder. I didn't know how to, my dick control wasn't that good. So when I peed, I had to pee. I couldn't stop. So that's when they climbed over the wall. I don't know why that's weird. And they looked at me and they just was like looking at me. One guy was just looking at me, the other guy talking shit. They were like circling me. It was so weird. I felt so uncomfortable because I had like my ass was out. I didn't know how to use the drawers. You got the hole where you pee. I didn't know how to use it that well. So I just kind of just like, all right, I'm taking everything off and just go to the bathroom, But that was very uncomfortable. And one guy, he kept looking, he kept saying stuff, he kept looking at me, he kept looking down. And I'm just like, yo, like this is weird because I'm like, what the fuck he finna do? Like, why is someone looking at me like that? I know, thinking about that now, that was pretty. I never really shared that too much either. I just kind of think like, all right, that was nothing. I guess that was just guys being guys, but that was pretty, very uncomfortable situation. To this day, I'm against bullying. That was a small. I know I don't want these episodes being too long, only 10 minutes. So I've been bullied for kindergarten, and all through middle school, elementary school, high school. I stopped it. People still would talk their shit, but I was always on the tip like, listen, you trying to fight? What the fuck you want to do? That was my favorite line when I was in high school. You want to fight me? What you want to do? I'm not with all that rapping and you talking shit. Some guys would be like, they threw a lot of bark, but they didn't bite. Other guys, cause sometimes they challenge me, and sometimes we'll butt heads like, well, what you want to do? Pop off. And I'm not with all that back and forth. That's girl shit. No disrespect to women, but as guys, you going back and forth, you arguing. You don't even want to fight. You just want to talk. So to this, that bothered me a lot to this day. So that was pretty much my bullying experience. Bullying was not very fun for me. That's why to this day, I'm in this field where I help kids and work with kids. Bullying is not cool because there's so many people killing themselves for bullying, and they shooting up the schools, and bullying is really crazy. Like, you gotta be careful. Like, cyberbullying now is bad because they can't do much about cyberbullying. I think it's hard for them to stop. But like, I was bullied verbally because social media wasn't a thing when I was growing up. All until I got a little bit older. Then the MySpace. Shout out if y'all know about MySpace and all that other shit. But yeah. So that was my confessional story time. Whatever episode this is, I don't remember. But so yeah, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the stream sometime this week. And I'll see you for another story time, hopefully next Monday. So love y'all. I'm about to clock out. See y'all later. Be easy.